Let's get down to business.
Gather! Fall before me!
There is no escape!
The tides beckon.
Finally, this to the very...
What's one more?
Hey! Illusion shattered!
Bow your head.
Let's get down to business.
Cut down!
I see everything! There is no escape!
Finally,
Silence!
to the very...
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Myodo is so mysterious.
Bow your head. Solidify!
Everyone hold hands!
What's one more? Settle down! One strike will suffice! I'm ready! Stabilize!
Hey! Illusion shut!
Bow your head.
This will win. This battle.
Shine down! There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Solidify!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Stabilize!
Time to work!
Everyone hold hands!
No excuse for slacking!
There is no escape!
Be sanctified.
Looks like I went too far.
Solidify!
I see everything!
Silence!
May knowledge guide you. Body and mind. No, my sword! Body and mind. Time to act. No, my sword! Body and mind. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
I hear you've got a job for me.
Thank you for permitting, no, inviting me to join you.
Stabilize!
You can't run!
Going somewhere?
Judgment!
Boom!
Gather!
You can't run!
See no more! Feel my blade!
Stabilize!
Time for takeoff.
Shiver!
Bow your head.
Finally, let's go! Finally, going
Perfect
somewhere?
distance.
What a nuisance!
Think you can get away?
Settle down.
To the very finally, no.
Yeah! Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Lights out.
Celestia. I'm not sure even I could fly that far. In any case, the water there tastes foul, and the fruit is bland. You know what that means. No cider! In that case, I wouldn't go there even if I was invited. Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
What is the situation?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Another test subject. That tingle! Freeze!
Let's play!
That tingle?
Think you can get away?
Illusion shattered!
Oh, mine's command.
To the very finally,
Here we go!
How's going somewhere?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Boom! Ha! The perfect distance. There's more!
Shine down!
Don't be scared. Time for takeoff.
Silence!
See no more! To the very high. No.
Bow your head.
Boom!
My guiding stars.
No. Going somewhere?
The night is cold.
To the very
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Ad Astra Abbot. Thank you for Ad Astra.
What shall we do?
Time to broaden our horizons again.
What is the situation?
Solidify!
The Temple of Wisdom! Hey!
There is no escape!
Settle down! The tides beckon. Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands!
Shine down!
Silence! Huh. Gather!
I see everything!
There is no escape!
Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled!
I've never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gamin. Let's go!
Place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Hey!
Silence!
Senua Kiosk, the place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Stabilize!
Senua Kiosk,
Everyone hold hands.
classic Yua dishes.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing? Wow, so much delicious food. Do you really eat all this?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood kanchi? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from me.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu?
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gami.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Oh, Paimon, that...
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same My dad... He always wanted me to inherit the family business, but that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted... According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm complete. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue...
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time.
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon.
Actually, we told Xianyun that we would go to her kite.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gum?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something. She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on—
Is that not something you—
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't—
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xian—
Great! The more the merrier! Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe! Not there!
See? It worked.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that of—
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression—
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the—
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your people tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing—
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should...
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before... It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to... My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes. But...
Well, we're all here. But where the heck is Xianyun?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well. So delicious. Paimon's life is...
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small... The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler!
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the... Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design...
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your...
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing.
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? Wait, I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after I just...
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem...
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. What shape should we go with? What do you think, Shiyu? Is there a particular design?
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little hard.
True, but I still want to try.
Okay.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on.
I see. My apologies.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything.
Huh? Please, I told you, just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch, with no discernible temperature. Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking after... Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. Perhaps we should just
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not... We should get started on our kite now. Let's go! First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, that's not if nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the... Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super... Oh, Paimon totally didn't do anything wrong. And even if she did, she doesn't deserve to get shot up into the sky for it. Since the kite is going to be flying... Ooh, like this? Ooh! That... Since the kite is going to be flying It's too high! Someone save Paimon! She's about to faint! Since the kite is going to... Oh, Paimon totally didn't do anything wrong. And even if she did, she doesn't deserve to... Since the kite is... Ooh, like this? Ooh! Now that we've decided... It's done! Paimon, now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots
where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see...
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Paimon can...
Exactly. So I simply...
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are some...
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the...
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory? Oh, and to do so by making use of this? One simply must know who it is that possesses such... Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer! Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go...
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released...
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over! It's right there!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the...
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outs. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme...
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is...
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appeal.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay...
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be...
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... Well, and if that's all,
We finally caught up. You sure do fly. Mooncarver? Mountain Sheeper? What did
You!
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe.
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to
Then you are not angry?
how could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves. One is all
we were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land.
one has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? Oh, all this fun.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kite. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that...
Oh? What is?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then...
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right?
It's just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe, Ganyu, come.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play. If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
Huh? She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just... This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was... Oh, well... One will just...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high stamp. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh. What strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between
One has only heard that the two are not on good...
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all...
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best... At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogius his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... one means to say that it is a time to address problems before... Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated...
That's nice and all.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a... Aha! How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, but...
Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary prep...
carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well. Sees you've certainly gotten an early start this. Who won this time? You're the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always...
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission.
Alright, I've got the time. Where...
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very
of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to...
Alright, don't work too hard now.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to ask... Oh, so you're Gaming's father. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the back. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, Elite.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But The winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before?
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all...
Huh? What about you?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh.
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without...
What? It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. Leave this to me. I'll hand... Traveler, Paimon, take my dad in the good...
No, Gaming.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure...
But, Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Yongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find...
Reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the...
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, You must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formality.
Well, he's a hard worker.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to... This thing between... I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never... When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help. I often regret introducing him to wushu dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have...
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not...
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I feel... I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too...
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store.
The blink of an eye, you say?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he...
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is... Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just...
Is every...
Well...
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never... People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from...
Wow, you're pretty quick on me.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but in the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, I really... But this conflict between us has been going on for even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable of, you've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard...
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems, I still have much...
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh?
Young.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor.
Oh, I hope I did. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat...
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, all right? Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick...
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought...
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So, you're here...
I've been here the whole time? A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not, given her relationship with... It's you! I thought you were Director...
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new... The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy... what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you...
I've only met Director Hu a few times.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparison. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your...
Wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding...
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation...
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if...
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation, and when Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Gamin,
You...
I don't have anything to...
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision. Hey, let me finish before...
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea? Or would you...
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an... Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme?
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable... Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need...
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble. But I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their head.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by...
You already know of my past Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even... I guess... maybe Gaming is not doing so bad at...
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shen?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what...
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait.
Yeah. I simply can't... Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to... I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less tax...
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair.
Shh. Just think about it. Okay?
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never... But I... Thank you.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're drinking. Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chat.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to...
Yep, let's go.
Gaming has grown a lot.
Master, I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted...
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable.
Then I helped?
Naturally, your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change...
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming up. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview.
An interview?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers.
The Fontaine Mark. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You should...
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie...
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyan. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie, she was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shenhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a...
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you...
Fret not.
Exactly! Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a...
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment.
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just...
Okay.
Got it! Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? Hello again!
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies.
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be root.
All right, then. Thanks. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky. Chi-Chi, we're almost there. Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Coming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in! You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him! Oh! He's over there! Talking to his dad!
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets. All from the time.
I think I'll head off now.
Thank you, little girl.
No need, no need. Master is waiting for...
Son. I suppose.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my.
Wow.
You're serious about?
Absolutely.
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course, it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, really, when I was young, I also. Actually, all I really want to say is, much like this kite, you all.
Dad.
Son.
Son?
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into.
Well,
Anyway, to me, Gaming. All right, that's.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Over there. Your friends are still.
Huh?
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. But
Dad.
Go.
Okay.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gummy. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun. If everyone has time, maybe we go fly a kite.
What do you... Quit following me.
Who's our target this time?
I won't hold you.
Off we go!
New year, always brings new perspectives.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Or not.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
realizes. Behold! Swan Fury!
Ow! Where did that come from?
Behold! Upon the gale!
New year always brings new perspectives.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
New year.
Off we go!
always brings new perspectives.
Let's go find some treasure.
Always brings.
I've been waiting for you.
The wind rises. Squall and fury. Yeah.
Together. We can give it a try.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
Stay close and...
So lively! This is how a festival should be.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Work has been so much less demanding since my transfer.
Settle down!
Hey!
The prophecy in Fontaine.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
You're also here from Mondstadt's.